my fucking god! Some Indonesian citizens have started raising the Straw Hat Pirates flag as a symbol of protest against current government conditions. And the officials in government are considering it an act of rebellion and think the flag is a threat. Oh my god!
And so they waved the One Piece flag in protest on Indonesian Independence Day.
Indonesia is turning into a real-life anime, bro. Like, the Indonesian government is not happy about the One Piece Straw Hat flag.
People are angry at their government, so they've been waving these flags, the Jolly Roger for the Straw Hats, and the government is sick of it. One of the head government officials says that, yeah, that's treason.
This is insane! Everywhere across the world is waving the Straw Hat Pirate flag for One Piece to symbolize to stand up against the government, apparently.
The One Piece flag in Indonesia? We did it, guys! We did it, guys! Anime is quite literally changing the world.
Heh, lo udah lihat belum video-video yang lagi rame banget di medsos? Banyak orang Indonesia tiba-tiba pada nyibarin bendera bajak laut One Piece. Bukan cuma 1-2 orang, tapi rame-rame. Dan yang bikin makin heboh, aksi ini ternyata bikin bule-bule di luar negeri sampai geleng-geleng kepala karena kaget dan kagum.
Waving the One Piece flag is now a crime. The same country that previously brought us our farmers on boats now is banned waving the One Piece flag. Apparently, Indonesian farmers were upset with the government, and so they waved the One Piece flag in protest on Indonesian Independence Day. And instead of the government deciding to react in a normal, sensible way, they decided to see these One Piece fans as threats. In other words, they are going to try to incite a literal rebellion. But I mean, to be fair, when you have this man on your team and he's standing in front of a literal volcano with the flag, I don't blame the government for being scared of these people. I would be too, but we gotta give them credit for picking One Piece of all anime, since it is quite literally the symbol of freedom. And for protesting government, you can't pick a better anime.
Indonesia is turning into a real-life anime, bro. Like, the Indonesian government is not happy about the One Piece Straw Hat flag. Recently, Indonesia's Deputy House Speaker from the Conservative Party said that flying the Straw Hat Jolly Roger is a threat to national unity. He even claimed that this is not just a coincidence, there is a coordinated attempt to divide the nation. But here's the thing. Flying the One Piece flag itself isn't illegal, but it is a crime to fly any flag higher than the national flag in Indonesia. One commenter said, "One Piece can't affect the world, they say. Bro, Luffy is literally uniting nations in real life. The people need Joy Boy. That's facts." I mean, I think anywhere, the entire world could use some Joy Boy right now. Even the in real life government hates Luffy. But my personal favorite comment is this one. The drums of liberation are beating. Indonesia are. So from aura farming boat farmers.
They don't say congratulations, but you know they watch that shit. I ain't even gonna get mad. I'm young, black and
To literally the drums of liberation One Piece flag. Like, Indonesia has it all. It's a literal anime.
If you wave a One Piece flag in Indonesia, it is now classified as treason. This is actual treason now, wearing a One Piece flag. The Jolly Roger of the Straw Hat crew is now treason in Indonesia. A lot of people are clowning on it because it's One Piece. But One Piece has transcended everything, and it is now treasonous to have a Jolly Roger for the Straw Hats crew, which is the One Piece flag. I mean, it's a Jolly Roger, which is the flag of the One Piece crew, the Straw Hats crew. I mean, how did we get here? People are angry at their government, so they've been waving these flags, the Jolly Roger for the Straw Hats, and the government is sick of it. One of the head government officials says that, yeah, that's treason. It is now treason against the government of Indonesia to wave an anime flag from One Piece, the Jolly Roger of Straw Hats crew in Indonesia. Because Luffy has only ever stood for eating meat and wanting his friends to eat meat and sticking it to the government. Is it treason? Should it be treason? Let me know in the comments.
Oh my fucking god! Some Indonesian citizens have started raising the Straw Hat Pirates flag as a symbol of protest against current government conditions. And the officials in government are considering it an act of rebellion and think the flag is a threat. Oh my god! For those of you who did not know, the current president of Indonesia, who was elected in October of 2024, is a violator of human rights and did so when he was in the military back in the 1990s. Indonesian government continues to violate human rights, specifically with the indigenous population of Indonesia and women and girls. Not only that, but activists who are speaking out against the human rights violations are being treated horribly by the Indonesian governments, with beating, unlawful arrests, all of it. And now, of course, people are raising the straw hat flag in order to tell the Indonesian government that they need liberation from that oppression. And what's crazy about it is people are in this comment section saying that you need to keep your mind out of anime. You need to be in the real world and not involve anime and politics, which is fucking mind-blowing to me. Do we not remember and know the insane political allegories that are happening in One Piece literally every fucking day? The show is about liberation.
The One Piece fans are now using the Straw Hat Pirate flag as a symbol to protest against the world government. This is insane. Everywhere across the world is waving the Straw Hat Pirate flag for One Piece to symbolize to stand up against the government, apparently. I don't know if this is a meme or this is actually serious, because this is insane for the One Piece fans. Everyone around the world is going crazy saying One Piece being a symbol of political rebellion in real life. There is genuinely no anime that has ever sparked this level of emotion and impact ever. One Piece is literally the greatest anime ever. One Piece is clearly causing issues in the world is what some people are also saying. Like, I don't think you can get any more serious than this. Literally all around the world, they are waving the Straw Hat flag. Literally from the show One Piece. If you have never seen One Piece, I recommend you go and watch it. It is insane. Even the manga is amazing. Let me know in the comments down below, what do you think? And are you actually waving the flag too to stand up with everyone around the world? Us anime fans are standing up. And I really don't know who started this movement, but it is insane.
In Indonesia right now, citizens are literally raising the Straw Hats flipping flag. Yes, Luffy's flag, in protest of what the government are doing to the people. They're using One Piece, a story about resisting and fighting against corrupt government and chasing freedom as a symbol of resistance. One Piece is so much more than an anime. If you know about Luffy, you know he's all about liberating the people. He is the definition of liberation himself. They're using the Straw Hat symbol to stand against oppression because they know Luffy doesn't stand for power, he stands for freedom. Let me tie it back into the story because he said it to Rayleigh straight up. I am not trying to conquer anything. The freest man on the seas is the Pirate King. When the world feels heavy, people look to Luffy, not as a hero but as a reminder that we do not bow to tyrants, we do not bow to oppression. Luffy is more than just an anime character, bro. He's the embodiment of freedom. The Straw Hat sign is a sign for freedom, a sign for liberation as well. So proud of this anime, man.
Oh my god, did y'all hear that it is illegal now to wave the One Piece flag in Indonesia? We did it, guys! We did it, guys. Anime is quite literally changing the world. One Piece fans up a fucking billion. I have quite literally been preaching for like the last decade that One Piece is quite literally the key to solving the world's mysteries. I don't know how this man Oda knows everything. I don't know if he used to be like a freaking Interpol agent or something, but this man literally knows all of the world's secrets. Why do you think they're trying to ban anime in the US now? Somebody told them about One Piece. Why did they do that? I'm finna buy a One Piece flag. I'm finna hang it from my fucking window. I am officially part of the fucking rebellion. If they want to take anime, they're gonna have to me, because it's not going anywhere, or I'll burn this whole to the ground. But yeah, shout out Oda.
Raising the One Piece flag in Indonesia has officially become a crime of treason against the country. So as y'all see right here, raising the One Piece Straw Hats flag is officially considered a crime of treason against the country in Indonesia after it was used in protest against the current government, which has to be the most ironic thing that could have ever had been stated ever. The story is literally about freedom and liberation and what Luffy represents as a character, and the fact they are making this a crime is literally the exact opposite, bro. And this is true. Like, I really cannot believe it has become an actual crime in Indonesia to have the One Piece flag up. And you got the people saying, yes, it's no joke, the Indonesian government is terrified of this flag from a manga story, which is considered to have become an early symbol of resistance. Well, maybe that's true, but that's the nature of a highly corrupt state administration that gets its position by sucking up to people, paranoia, and barking at anything in the dark. Either way though, bro, yeah, I mean, we're gonna see where it goes from here, but I cannot even believe this is becoming a reality. It's just honestly insane. This is what it's come to. If you're caught waving the One Piece flag like this, you could go to jail for treason. It has been confirmed all over the internet, anime censorship news, the Straw Hat flag is being considered treason, and if you fly it high, you will literally possibly be going to jail for this. And if you don't know the trend, everybody around the world has been flying this flag up to stand up against the government. Literally, yes, I am not even joking. They've been putting it to their cars, their bikes, they've been holding it up literally non-stop for the past couple of days. And now everyone is starting to pay attention. But also the government has been paying attention, and now it is an act of treason, which is kind of ironic knowing what the pirate flag stands for in the show of One Piece. They are pirates, and pirates are technically traitors of treason. I just find this kind of funny that now we can no longer fly this flag, or you could possibly go to jail. Let me know in the comments down below, what do you think about this and this insanity? This is insane. This is literally One Piece IRL. Literally confirmed. That's crazy.
One Piece has gotten involved in real-life political controversy. People in Indonesia have begun raising the Straw Hat Jolly Roger from One Piece. Sources say they are doing this to express their disappointment with the government's performance. Now we know in One Piece the government is terrible. Luffy is the warrior of liberation, and he is the man behind the Straw Hat Jolly Roger. Luffy is going to liberate the One Piece world. This is why people in Indonesia are raising up the Straw Hat Jolly Roger. They want the country of Indonesia to be liberated. They want the government to improve. The situation has blown up so much that it was featured on the news. And we see all the Straw Hat Jolly Rogers being raised up. This is the impact series like One Piece has on the real world. This is not just a cartoon. They inspire people to strive to achieve a goal and to pursue it fully. Don't back down, even if you're facing giants. In this case, the government. I hope this One Piece Straw Hat Jolly Roger movement is able to make a change for the people in Indonesia. Let's hope the government is able to improve. Gotta hope for the best. Share this with a One Piece fan, let them know about this. And also, follow to stay updated with the One Piece news and anime news that comes out.
Все еще думаешь, что One Piece это аниме для детей? Тогда я спешу тебя расстроить, ведь это абсолютно не так. Вы уже, наверное, слышали о всей ситуации, которая происходит в Индонезии. Жители, активисты массово начали поднимать флаг Мугивар, как символ протеста против несправедливости, экономических и политических проблем и коррупции. Для них это проявление духа свободы и сопротивления, вдохновленное темами манги и аниме One Piece. Для чего же Луфи оставлял свой флаг на островах?
Я приду, ты только подожди. Теперь и у меня есть к тебе дело. Слишком опасно оставлять это место под твоим контролем. Когда я попаду в новый мир, то надеру тебе задницу и сделаю остров рыболюдей своей территорией. Ах ты, щенок!
Первое. Объявление острова под защитой. Когда Луфи и его команда помогают какому-то острову, например, освобождают его от других бандитов или от других пиратов, он может оставить свой флаг, чтобы показать: этот остров теперь под защитой пиратов соломенной шляпы. Это предупреждение другим пиратам и врагам. Если вы тронете этот остров, вы будете иметь дело с Луфи. Второе. Знак доверия и дружбы. Луфи оставляет флаг так же, как символ дружбы. Он не претендует на власть над территорией, как это делают другие йонка, а просто показывают: я вас уважаю, мы друзья, если что, зовите. Третье. Это отстаивание свободы. Флаг – символ того, что жители острова свободны благодаря вмешательству Луфи. Он не вмешивается в управление или политику, только защищает право людей жить спокойно. E что хотелось бы сказать напоследок.
Me mandaram essa notícia aqui de One Piece, que ao mesmo tempo que ela é bizarra, ela mostra o impacto gigante que essa obra tem. O governo indonésio considera a bandeira do chapéu de palha ao seu governo. E a notícia continua: alguns cidadãos da Indonésia estão erguendo suas bandeiras do chapéu de palha como um símbolo de protesto contra o governo atual, contra as condições do governo. E os oficiais deste governo estão considerando essa bandeira um ato de rebelião, né? O One Piece nos ensina, entre outras muitas coisas, a lutar contra os opressores e tudo mais, e o povo está erguendo essas bandeiras contra um governo. Não vou entrar aqui em situações políticas, entrar mais a fundo nesse assunto em si, mas o símbolo de One Piece como uma bandeira de resistência está sendo erguido real, tá ligado? Isso é, ao mesmo tempo que é bizarro, é uma notícia bizarra, é uma parada que mostra realmente o impacto que essa obra tem no mundo inteiro.
A vida imita a arte, e existem certas coisas que simplesmente não têm explicação. A bandeira dos Mugiwara, dos chapéus de palha de One Piece, tinha se tornado um símbolo de resistência nos protestos lá da Indonésia. Esse era o símbolo. E agora, acaba de se tornar um crime nacional hastear essa bandeira. E diz se isso não parece um enredo de algum arco muito sério, político ali de One Piece envolvendo todo o governo. Hastear a bandeira dos chapéus de palha de One Piece agora é considerado crime de traição e uma tentativa de dividir a nação na Indonésia. A bandeira sendo hasteada no meio de protestos, de passeatas, caminhões, pessoas por todo lugar levantando essa bandeira como todo um simbolismo, e o One Piece ali no meio fazendo isso parecer algo indescritível. Assim, é assustador para você que conhece um pouco da história de One Piece, aonde tudo isso chega, o que se torna com todo o esquema político, o governo mundial, e tá aqui, no nosso mundo, isso acontecendo dessa forma. Tem muita gente que no entiende o impacto de One Piece y assim, isso aqui é indescriptible.
Prohíben la bandera de One Piece en Indonesia. Y es que, aunque parezca una broma, izar la bandera de los Mugiwara en Indonesia se considera traición al gobierno. Así lo ha afirmado Firman Soebagio, que es miembro del parlamento del país. Todo ello al ver que camioneros y jóvenes la estaban poniendo por todos lados justo antes del 80 aniversario del Día de la Independencia del país. Según él, es un símbolo de resistencia que pone en peligro la ideología del país. Literalmente dijo, hay que abordarlo con firmeza. Podría ser una forma de deterioro ideológico. Todo ello por una bandera de un anime que para muchos fans significa libertad, amistad y aventura. ¿Y tú, qué opinas de todo esto? Déjamelo en los comentarios.
Awalnya banyak yang ngira ini cuma fans anime yang lagi seru-seruan. Tapi makin kesini ternyata ada makna dalam di balik aksi ini. Bendera One Piece dijadiin simbol perlawanan. Rakyat Indonesia pakai itu buat menyampaikan unek-unek mereka ke pemerintah. Mereka terinspirasi dari Luffy, karakter utama One Piece yang selalu berdiri di pihak kebenaran dan berani melawan ketidakadilan. Yang bikin makin menarik, walaupun ada larangan ngibarin bendera ini, orang-orang tetap maju terus. Aksi ini bukan cuma viral di dalam negeri, tapi juga diliput sama media asing. Banyak bule bilang mereka kagum banget dengan keberanian dan kekompakan orang Indonesia. Mereka lihat ini sebagai bentuk ekspresi yang kreatif, damai, tapi tetap berani. Fenomena bendera One Piece ini buktiin satu hal penting. Rakyat Indonesia nggak kehabisan cara buat bersuara. Mereka kreatif, berani, dan solid. Dan siapa tangka, dari sekadar simbol anime bisa berubah jadi gerakan sosial yang disorot dunia. Salut buat rakyat Indonesia yang nggak takut menyuarakan isi hati mereka. Dunia akhirnya melihat Indonesia negeri yang penuh semangat dan ide luar biasa.